Is it possible that 1 minute of footage can change the mood of the world? Is it possible that a smile, a single gaze, and a bottle of drink can make millions of breaths pause at once? When the black screen gave way to the first scene of that commercial, something felt unusually powerful. Those are the seconds when time seems to bend, and everyone waits for something big without really knowing what will come. Hello drama lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung News channel. Let's start from a simple beginning. A red truck, a light rain that leaves hair slightly damp, and Taehyung's unforced steps. He appears not as a distant star, but like a neighbor who suddenly invites the whole neighborhood to celebrate small things together. In seconds, what looked like a mere product promo transformed into a short film fragment that touches the heart, warm, cinematic, and deeply personal. There is a nostalgia captured by the camera, a freedom embraced by the crowd, and something in Taehyung's eyes that makes the moment feel like a promise, that simple joy can be found anywhere if we choose to share it. The way the ad was released felt like part of that message itself. Instead of waiting for traditional airtime or a grand corporate rollout, the clip first appeared on Taehyung's personal Instagram account. It was as if he said, "This is for you first." That move was more than clever marketing. It was an acknowledgement of the direct bond between idol and fans, a bridge that made the message feel more sincere. When millions of his followers hit play, the real scale of one name's influence became apparent. Within hours, the hashtags accompanying the clip had broken across time zones, platforms, and languages. What began as small comments grew into a global narrative from X to TikTok. The ad's visual storytelling works on many levels. There is a festival energy in every scene. People laughing, children running, elders exchanging warm looks. There's also an aesthetic that feels utterly unforced. Warm tones touching skin, sunlight glinting off a Coca-Cola Zero bottle, and compositions that make every frame feel like a living painting. But the moment that lingers most is when Taehyung lifts the bottle to the light, takes a sip, and smiles. That simple beat, without long dialogue or flashy effects, triggers resonance. Fans call it like a movie scene. Yet the reaction goes beyond aesthetic praise. It's the feeling that something intimate can become shared joy. Fan reactions came in waves. At first there were gasps of admiration. Praise for the visuals and styling, admiration for how Taehyung carried a warm yet mysterious aura. Then came the creations, covers, remakes, short dances, and reaction videos capturing the first time people watched the ad. Many felt this was no longer merely an ad. It was a piece of story inviting them to participate. Yet alongside the euphoria there was another pulse that cannot be ignored, debates about endorsement ethics and conversations about large global brands with complicated histories. Voices warned of possible boycotts, and others asked whether a star of Taehyung's stature should take part in a massive campaign that could spark public controversy. These discussions surfaced shortly after the initial excitement, reminding us that in the modern world, great success carries invisible responsibilities. From a marketing standpoint, the impact was almost instantaneous and far-reaching. Numbers climbed, yes, but beyond metrics there was a shift in how brands and celebrities interact. Because the ad was also released by Coca-Cola's official channels, the synergy between personal and corporate felt seamless. Fans received a personal touch while the brand achieved global reach. Some analysts compared the phenomenon to a major album release, not merely because of views or comments, but because of the collective mood created. When a campaign makes many people feel they are experiencing the same moment together, it transcends commercial purpose and becomes a cultural moment. Amid all that, there are small moments that tug at the heart. One fan wrote that watching the scenes of a night market and people laughing felt like returning to childhood. Another edited fragments of the ad alongside personal memories, linking the ad's warm feeling to a long-awaited family reunion. Content like this spread like ripples, from screen to screen, city to city. And Taehyung, in his characteristic way, with few words but plenty of expression, became the center of that energy. He was no longer merely a face. He became a catalyst for feelings that made people want to share, dance, or simply smile. But this story is not only about praise and joy. There is a darker, more complex side, criticism that demands accountability. Some question the brand's choice of endorser. Others connected the campaign to geopolitical issues, and some reminded audiences of environmental and sustainability concerns often linked to large corporations. In certain corners of the internet, conversations shifted into heavier discourse about the role of celebrities in commercial campaigns and about how the voices of fans can pressure brands to be more responsible. This is not a light story. It is a conversation that must be acknowledged as part of today's cultural ecosystem. From a creative perspective, The ad shows how visual storytelling can package a simple message into a resonant experience. Each scene seems directed to leave room for the viewer's imagination. A brief look, a gentle camera move, and a music rhythm that lifts without dominating. That invites emotional investment not as consumers viewing a product, but as participants feeling the atmosphere. When a brand creates that space alongside an icon, the result can remain relevant long after the ad stops running. On a lighter note, there's also a wave of playful speculation. Will Coca-Cola release a Taehyung-branded special edition? Will that bottle become a collector's item sold out in minutes? Fan accounts have already made mock-up label designs, and others joke about the Taehyung effect that can sell out anything. In those gentle jokes, we see another root of this phenomenon. A community wanting to forge memories together, often expressed through merchandise, covers, and other creative activities. As days pass, the discourse on social media evolves too. From initial praise for aesthetics, the conversation stretches to how global brands should listen to the public, how artists should consider consequences, and how fans might use their influence constructively. Here lies modern complexity. Celebrities and brands do not move in isolation. They exist within a responsive and sometimes critical network. This awareness does not lessen the value of the moment. If anything, it adds layers of meaning that urge us to question, reflect, and, hopefully, act more wisely. At the end of the day, when warm greetings in the comments begin to fade and analytics show impressive figures, what remains is a feeling. The feeling that a simple object, a bottle of Coca-Cola Zero, can become a symbol of human connection when placed within the right story and delivered by someone who can touch hearts. Taehyung is not selling grandiose dreams. He is sharing small moments that feel large because they are connected to emotion. That is what makes this ad more than an advertisement. It is a fragment of life that can be replayed, reflected upon, and passed along. Now it's your turn. What did you feel the first time you watched the ad? Was it merely a successful marketing strategy, or something more, a cultural moment that will be remembered? Share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us which scene moved you the most, and if you have theories about Coca-Cola's or Taehyung's next move, write them down. We will keep following this story, and who knows, perhaps a special edition or another collaboration is waiting to be revealed. See you in the next update. Stay calm, keep your heart safe, and always remember, small things are often the most powerful.